And we are live. Hello. Apologies for being late. It's just, well, I got locked out of my apartment. And turns out the door code, the door frame kind of makes it so that sometimes the locks get stuck. I mean, the door gets stuck, and well, that's odd. So I'm still on the fence as to who I want to survive the stuff on Vimire. So you know what I think I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna actually just get all. I'm just gonna like tackle all the Asari lore, writings. Just let me check something. Just seeing if there's a way I can like find the Asari lore without actually like going to each planet manually, since that would be annoying. I just realized I had the audio muted. I do apologize. The good news is that the other two clusters we have to visit. The other two places in this cluster we have to visit, I can just survey. Okay, so that's... The Armstrong Nebula is done. Just a sec. Sorry about that. Just had to take care of a personal call. Well, long story short, I made a mistake with a credit card payment, and I'm having to get that sorted out. Like, I'm probably going to, like, I will either or do like a bunch of side quests. I'm probably going to like keep this short tonight, or on the shorter stream anyway. Since, well, honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I do think that, like, we're going... We are definitely going to finish this game by next week. It actually turns out that like Vimire's like the start of the end game. Like, it turns out that Mass Effect is actually a lot shorter than I thought it would be. But the good news is that does mean that, like, I'm going to actually be able to start something that I've kind of been wanting to do soon. Like, I actually played the Space Age expansion for Factorio at the end of the year vanilla. At the end of last year, vanilla. And I've been wanting to do, like, a modded playthrough of that game for quite a while. So I've basically been, like, looking through mods to find, like, the right combination, and I think I'm, like, finalizing the mod list I want to use. So basically what I'm thinking we'll do is this. We'll basically, like, tackle, like, the Asari writing and also, like, some of the stuff on the Citadel this stream. And if I decide who I want to go with, which basically, like, the main thing is that, like, I actually prefer Kaden over Ashley, but I did also choose Caden the last time I played through the trilogy, so I'm actually not... Oh, part of me is like, you know what? I should let Ashley survive. Just to be fair, but then again, like, Ashley doesn't appeal to me outside of romance, so you know what? Actually, Caden will be the one who sticks with us through the full trilogy. Apologies to any Ashley fans I have, but honestly, I kind of wish there was a way to, like, save both of them. Like, I can understand not being able to do it as, like, a first-time playthrough, but I feel that if, like, there should have been, like, some loyalty missions in this game that would have actually let you save both of them. If you completed them, like... If they'd, like, brought this up to, like, the same the trilogy up to the same standards, it's, like, 3... I could easily see, like some upgrade you could get to the Normandy 1 that would, like, let you save both of them. Hey, exactly what we were looking for. I don't think we're going to be short on money anytime soon. only there was a way to select multiple items for, like, Omni-Gel conversion. Like, I always find it annoying when you like, can't like, select multiple things. Things and something like this. Like, this is just in general. Like, I also find it annoying how, like, in Skyrim, there is no way to, like, batch craft items. Like, like, I get that people aren't going to be making, like, multiple, like, legendary weapons capable of slaying dragons, but, like, I think at least a few, but I can easily see people making, like, batches of arrows. Why wasn't that an option?
Negative contacts, Commander.
Hey there.
According to this, they received a supply ship just 2 days ago.
Tell me about that supply ship. This
One
planet-
moment. These things are drones. I have it. This one came from...
Wherever it is, there's probably
Very
more.
well.
I think I'll tackle a bunch of assignments in this quest. Like, Like, I'm tentatively gonna actually make Friday the day I finish Mass Effect 1. As it just so happens, there's actually a side quest I have here.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the...
You know, I've always wondered why there isn't mission where like you like have multiple strike teams. Like, something similar to that one mission in Knights of the Old Republic 2, where you split your party up in. I would like it if I could get at least one more armor upgrade. Like, here's the thing. Like, it's one thing if, like, there are fixed locations for, like, the best armor, but it seems how in Mass Effect, like, stuff like the armor and rifles are, like, randomized. I would very much appreciate it if, like, I got one more. I'll probably, like, maybe one of the shops will have it.
Just lead the way. I'm here.
I haven't given up, rather I'm just gonna, like, that was basically my answer to, like, the magic mirror from Terraria. You know, I've always found it odd how, like, well, you know how Team 4-Star had Vegeta do some, like, renegade interrupts throughout the series? DBZA? Well, I honestly felt it was kind of like a missed opportunity that they never had Goku do, like, a Paragon interrupt. Admittedly, like, most of the good, some of the best examples I can think of are from the Boo Saga, which unfortunately they opted not to do. I kind of wish they would have at least, like, told us what they were gonna do. thing I do have to wonder is... like, if they'll ever go back and abridge the original Dragon Ball. Like, I'm actually one of those people who believe that that is better than DBZ. And there is quite a bit of stuff they could use to, like, put fresh spin on everything, like a fresh spin on stuff, like a Yamcha-owned counter. Like, do a bunch of jokes, like, alluding to like stuff that kind of paints events in the original Dragon Ball back in a different light. Like, for example, like, you know how in that, how the Ultra Divine Water, I think it was, that, like, as basically, like, gave Goku a bunch of power. Well, the thing is because, say, it's actually, it actually had far more of an effect on Goku than if I would say,
I sense trouble.
Tien or Krillin had drank it, since, well,
All targets eliminated. Over there. Negative contact shown.
oh, Goku's Zenkai hygiene, basically, he means that, like, if he gets beaten down, he comes back much stronger. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that, like, death does not count. Because if so, then Goku would probably be like... Then all Goku would have... You should have, like, basically wiped the floor with Kid Buu. I'm going to guess, like, it doesn't reset everything, but... Although that would be very interesting if it did, since, well... Oh, imagine if, like, Goku had to, like, innovate on technique instead of just use raw power, which is what I'd say happens in a good amount of the time. You know, in hindsight, I'm kind of surprised that, like, that neither the Mako nor the Hammerhead lets you upgrade them. Like, I can think of a few upgrades they could have done, like tire grip, which would let you, like, climb higher altitudes, faster reload times, better heat sink for the machine gun. I'm basically talking about, like, the vehicles in this game, like... They being BioWare. Although, honestly, I can't but wonder how different the game would be if, like, both this game and 2 would be if, like, you switched the vehicles. Like... Like, I remember one of the main complaints about the Hammer, like, one of the complaints I know people had about the Mako, which I actually agree with, is, well, mobility issues, so... Oh, they then fixed that with the Hammerhead in 2, and, well, I was stuck anyway, but that came with the problem because I think they sacrificed armor for mobility. In fact, I think it was actually I was actually kind of surprised that 3 did not have a vehicle. Like, logically thinking, you would have thought, like, since the Hammerhead was a hovercraft, like, 3's vehicle should have been one that, like, could have alternated between ground and air travel. What I would have in mind would be like a vertibird or like
En route. Ready. Hostile contact. That's the last of them.
Rescuers? See? My name is Dr. We've been trapped in this room for days.
I need to know what's going on.
How do you know about the Thorium?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I
Our
saw
secret's out there. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharaohs. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers
Why didn't you send
suddenly-
a clear message asking for help? All we had was...
This is a closed communications. We have no direct communication with the outside. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but...
Any chance some of the other people at the base?
I doubt it.
Any idea why they turned
Maybe
on
there
you?
was still some... The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've...
I've heard all
Look,
I need to.
I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that.
You were in charge of this project. The
Be
same-
reasonable. Normally Exogeny would have my back, but I've got money. A
The
nice
victims
little-
here deserve justice.
Open fire. Open fire!
Go, go, go!
Think we're good, Commander.
let's see what's behind the other door, and then we'll call it a string. I mean, then we'll head out. You want to know whose reputation I've actually been kind of fascinated by watching change? Mr. Enter. That cartoon reviewer. Like, people kind of, like, he was kind of like a punching bag up until really recently because, well, his Turning Red review, which I haven't seen, mainly because, well, I haven't seen Turning Red, but before you ask, nothing against the film, it's just, like, in general, like, I haven't seen a lot of new movies as of late. Like, anyways, I bring this up because, well, I did mention the Saber Spark / the art drama on stream before, and, well, Mr. Enter actually, he, like, investigated it, and it turns out that Saber Spark was actually innocent. But the thing is, like, I bring this up because one thing Brony Fandom did to try and, like, discredit Mr. Enter was, like, bring up the whole controversy, and, like, I didn't see, like, a single person side with him, like, everyone was either, like, irrelevant or saying it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, I think Mr. Enter is basically, he lived down the controversy, and people, people are basically ready to let him move on. And you know what? He's more than earned the right. Like, there is actually one thing that came from that I might actually make a video on. Like, not the Saber Spark stuff. Like, at most I might make a video talking about, like, what exactly Saber Spark did to clear his name, but I think it would be better if I just, like, directed people to his video. No, like, the stuff I would cover if I was going to make a video on it would be the DA Games stuff. Like, basically, there was some stuff that DA Games was accused of, but, like, the thing is, because of how terrible I Love Kim Possible Lot's video was, like, everyone overlooked them, and in fact, it's a lot harder to talk about. Like, I will like, put out some feelers, and if I find something, like, maybe I'll tackle it in, like, November or October. Like, I have no connection to DA Games, so I, like, wouldn't have I Love Kim Possible Lot's bias. Like, like, I have made a video where I did, like, do something where I, like, did use someone as, like, a linchpin to talk about other people, but, like, the person in question I was using as like the focal point had at least like was like actively choosing to stand by one. Like there was the third person I covered was Celeste, and well, it's not my current my video on Celeste that I brought from her last month. It's one I've actually unpublished or privated. I forget which, and I'd need to check. But anyways, long story short, I'd want to investigate the allegations into DA Games since...
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Well... Wouldn't it make more sense? Oh yeah, now that I think about it. Well, I just find it odd that there's not like a way to make the bar or all three bars filled more than halfway. I don't know if I actually don't know if I can say he's innocent or not. Like, think the general consensus is there is some merit to the investigations. It's just to where there is at least reason to look into what he's done. It's just no one's actually taken the time to like make a full-length video or document.
Look out!
They're all crawling through my fingers. I can feel their wings fluttering.
Message coming in.
Good work, Commander. You took
I killed innocent
Alex
people.
had every. You lost a handful of civilians. You saved a.
Hmm. Yeah, I do think I'm done here. Hmm. I keep on like taking off my headphones since I think one of my parents will call me, but then I remember, oh, keep forgetting that I live by myself now. Like, I cannot say if DA Games is innocent or guilty, but I do know that someone should actually take a critical look at the stuff he's accused of. Or rather, a serious, I guess, since critical kind of implies that there's, like, some level of skepticism to be had towards stuff, and I actually don't know how credible they are. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna scrap a bunch of old items. Everything below rank... You know what? I actually think I'm going to do this mission off screen. Like, let's turn in some stuff at the Citadel and also, like, let's tackle the Conrad Werner stuff. Ugh. Did get a lot of sleep last night.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion
I'm
on
glad
that?
there aren't many. One of my. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
We'll talk another
Commander?
time.
Anything you need, Commander?
We'll talk another time.
Commander?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Tin Hut!
At ease. Rear Admiral Mahalo.
Commander Shepard.
You don't know who I am? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy was... And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever.
I still serve the Alliance, sir.
You still know... I don't begrudge the politicians' decision to throw you to the Council.
The Normandy is a fine
It's a gimmick,
ship.
Commander. This experiment diverted... But no, we had to make nice to... I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance...
We'd be honored to show
I'll...
it.
Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them.
Reasonable goal. I had to shake my head at that drive core. You realize we could make drive cores?
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic.
Maybe. We're supposed to find and we need... Krogan? What are you thinking, Commander? You
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here.
That assumes the hearts and minds. You have anything else to say, Commander?
I think the Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you
Your
have
job
to see
is to look good. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. Good hunting, Commander Shepard.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Commander Shepard? Khaleesa been seen in Al-Jalani, Western Lindian.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent...
Oh, it's her.
I've been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best
Some
of
have
every-
said you're a... Have you encountered any situations where the
The Council is concerned with the needs of
You
the whole...
really... You've been given command of an advanced human warship.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers.
So the Turian... Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced...
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone.
Human, yes, but you do... Speaking of your new job, did the Council order you to sabotage human research...
The Council had nothing to do with it. There was an accident at Binary Helix Lab.
That's a surprising revelation. Given your recent experiences, do you think humanity will...
Respect's a funny thing. People always assume they deserve it. The truth is, respect is earned. And I firmly believe we can...
You're an idea... One last... Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comments on
Saren
that?
instigated the attack on our colony at Eden Prime.
That's... surprise... Good luck. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
No, I'm waiting to... Commander Shepard, isn't it? My name is Admiral Kahoku. Is there something I can do for you?
Oops.
Commander.
What are those, Cherry?
Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral.
Threshamore? That's not...
Somebody lured them there with an alliance to...
Damn it. Had a bad... Commander, I appreciate what you did.
Anything you need
Not
from
right
me?
now, Shepard, but I'll let you know.
Hello again, Commander. Since you helped me get information, I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now.
That seems like a step down from what...
Actually, I've heard rumors. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you
crack this story...
Ideally, there'll be... The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily.
This bug you want me to plant.
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses, just audio and video. I just need to hear and see them in order
Everyone knows space traffic controllers
There's a
are-
difference. Traffic at the Citadel. We already have several last-minute wave
I can't
offs.
promise anything,
Excellent.
but
Thanks again for your help.
Welcome back, EarthClan.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent.
Hey, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first.
Being a Spectre
the
is
vids are all, and they also. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it. But...
You're a. Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want... Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good.
Aside from planting the bug, there's one other thing I want to do, like...
I'm already... Thank you so much for your help.
It was no problem.
Thanks again for your help.
I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad
Me
you were
too.
here.
Now, was there
You're a
anything?
doctor.
I chose to keep the med.
Let me take a look
Of
at
course.
So they finally... I only hope you're better than the one they're...
I'll do everything
Was there something you wanted?
I get the feeling
No.
you're...
The Council wants to make humanity...
The Council treats us like
Good.
second class.
I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know
The
about
right... More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against this?
Especially when it's left up to
Sometimes you have to bend the
I've been
law.
with... Spectres walk us
Yeah,
slippery.
right. You expect
There are
us
over
to...
200,000. We do our best to find and punish any of...
The galaxy...
Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Absolutely.
If the cures were... Goodbye, Commander.
place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
I know you. Is there something I can do for you?
You're Nasana, right?
What?
I ran into you.
Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nasana.
Hmm.
And I know.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you.
You
into
wanted
her-
your sister
If people
dead.
found out my sister was a criminal,
Hmm.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my
You're a
appreciation.
diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be
You
handy
make a good
to have.
point. Anyone can come up. I will get you added to our menu. Goodbye, Shepard.
That was actually the best case scenario for literally everyone.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you information mostly? Would you like to know about some points of...
What is Shi'ira's?
She's very powerful. Cora's Dan. So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Like, I mean, think about it. Asana gets a Spectre, or she's on good terms with. The Asari merchants get someone to not only buy their stuff, but also test it out and gain access to potentially good stuff. Of course, it's complicated if you're aware of what happens to Asana in Mass Effect 2, but I'll tackle that bridge when I get there. You'd think they'd have, like, some sort of, like, energy net or something that, like, automatically burned the leaves.
I saw your Ferris report. If we hadn't... Thank God the colony survived. We can't afford to
You don't
have
give a
too many-
damn about the colony.
We can't all be... You can't escape.
Just
with
ignore
this
him,
stuff.
Shepard. Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honest, but you're the one who can stop Saren.
Tell me what happened with you and Sarah.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was... The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance. Just like they sent...
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first
I
human...
think I deserve
We
the
had
whole...
intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a... Alliance intel had done all the work. But the Council... We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on... The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the
I'm guessing things didn't go as...
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated...
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished.
Saren caused the explosion.
In his report, Saren accused me. Saren's report was all the proof the Council...
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad.
Why'd you let him get away
Who
with
do
it?
you think the Council... I had a bad feeling about him right from the start.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
Maybe he just likes the violence.
The only thing I care about is
You're right,
stopping
Commander.
Sarah.
It's no good living in the past.
Do you know anything about
Sorry,
Burma?
Shepard. I've never even...
I should go.
I'll be here if you need me.
Hello there, human. Sincere,
You seem distressed.
alarmed response. You overheard.
What did this Asari do?
I cannot speak more about this.
Where can I
bot.
find this
She is
Asari?
across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
This place is a...
The Earth-clad Spectre has returned to speak.
You seem to have a bit...
You detail. Yes, yes. Good day.
I can't tell the aliens.
Surprised welcome.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
I kind of wish we'd gotten, like, an L-Corp or squad mate. Like, I could easily see, like, a tank or an tank roll, and I mean a more literal sense being filled. Like, strap, like, an artillery cannon on the back of one.
can't get there. Heading to position.
I'm telling you, this is not what Jake would want.
I don't care what you think, Michael.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca.
I don't need anyone to talk
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused.
I'm certain that she has a good reason.
My husband Jacob died.
There's a chance that the baby could develop
A very small chance, Michael.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every
What are the chances that your child
According
will
to
develop?
the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance.
which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene
What are the
therapy.
chances that gene
1 in
therapy-
300 at most.
But extranet article... Don't you understand?
It's Rebecca's child, Michael.
Damn it, she's not choosing.
I know you want the best for your brother's child.
Of course it is. I'm the closest
Then
thing
support the baby's mother.
This baby is the only thing
It's
my
all
brother...
I have left.
I just want Jacob's
We
child.
will. Thank you for talking with us.
What's this? The tale of how you survived the Great...
You've got me at a...
Forgive me, Earthclad. I am a financial advisor to many important...
I've heard you work for the Shadow
You're
Broker.
very blunt, Shepard. And you're right. I also offer premium service.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador, even if his true motives were to help his people...
Still sounds shady.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune.
Tell me more about this.
Most people think I... But the Shat... Yet somehow we never see...
Any guess what
I
his
don't
identity?
know. Nobody does. How else could they juggle so many contacts?
That's
at the
actually
same
not
time?
a pretty sound logic. The Force will meet the Shadow Broker, so...
So they don't get behind.
I thought you'd know more.
The more you know.
What's it like living here on...
Although...
From the Presidium to the war.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Got a moment? Hello, Spectre. I have a business. Word trap. I'm acquainted with a pair of... They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy.
What kind of defenses?
I
would you
haven't. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be...
use? What do you get out of this?
But their business... Once they are dead, I will manage our...
I eliminate them, and then you take...
While I... You are... I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does...
What crime
They're
could
red
these-
sand dealers who make... They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be...
If they're as bad as you say they are...
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander.
Ah, human.
Who are you?
Please take time to examine
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased. Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see
Why
some
do
of
you
it?
refer to yourself as...
For the... Specifically. And we rarely do. Oh, this one is...
The sheer size of this...
Feels odd that they have a Krogan statue, but not an actual representative for the Krogan on the council. I mean, I know that the Quarians used to, but lost their position, but you'd think that...
Welcome. Would
Would you like me to see when...
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every... Excellent. You should hear something in...
What do you do here?
It's our job to ensure...
What exactly do you attend?
Each... my specialty is touch.
I'd like to try out your...
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list.
What is the consort?
It's some Most of the time, our clients
You make her sound like...
I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll...
Nalina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see.
Yes, of course. Huh. It appears the consort has taken...
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs.
Remarkable. Nature and technology.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
There's only one human. Like, you'd think she'd employ like a mix of alien.
That is close. I've heard a great many things about you.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs.
That's fascinating. You wanted to meet with the commander.
Yes, I did.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus. We had a falling out. Now he spends... If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier...
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to
What
go
exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to a sense of honor. If you can convince him to... Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Few are ever asked to aid Shaira.
I think I'm done
Of course. Come back anytime.
I went fairly often when it was still the Archon.
Commander.
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible
If
things.
you feel this way, General,
But
then
she
why-
rejected me. Me! Septimus!
I think I can see why you're
Look,
upset.
kid, I appreciate what you're
General,
trying.
did you...
War. So you think it's that easy?
It sure as hell could.
Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's...
This is no place for someone...
All right. Say, you're a bright kid.
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps dip...
And why is that?
Because I told him. Look, I just...
What makes you think
you'll
he'll
bring
believe
him... Take this data pad. It shows where I got...
Who am I taking it?
His name is Zaltan. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know...
That was certainly a unique quest. I'm gonna end the stream soon, like...
Strained greeting, human.
I know who revealed your secret.
Unbelieving. I know that.
Not true.
Confused. This is difficult.
Septimus is a powerful
Relieved.
man.
Startled, anxious request.
I'm sure she'll forgive you.
Doubtful. Thankful.
I'm sure the Earth and stands to profit from this itself.
Well, we just made... Gave the L-Corps more reasons to be positive towards humanity. Surprised there isn't a... Honestly, I kind of wish that there was a way to, like, that you could, like, get more involved in Spectre recruitment and that would, like, impact your crew.
Commander, even the Alcor diplomat.
I'm glad I could help.
You are too kind, Commander. I also have one more thing to give you.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see you. That strength is what this means. Remember these words when
You have quite a gift.
Never. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor.
What is it?
A small miss. And now I must ask. Remember my words, Commander. They will give you strength.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the
I'll do Garrus's mission, then I'll call it a stream.
In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Message coming in.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani, she shouldn't have ambushed you like that.
We had differences of opinions.
You handle yourself. There is one of the Citadel has been trying to play down Sarangoin. Your mention of him was politically.
I wasn't aware.
I'd appreciate it. I won't keep you any longer.
You know, I do have to wonder what, like, humanity will eventually do for, like a base when we eventually start, for, like, a main hub when we eventually start colonizing the stars, because...
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over...
Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Serpers. They vanished a few months ago. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates. They're completely out of this.
I think next time we will take care of all the stuff in the Voyager cluster and then Vimire.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from...
Commander, that's him.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
There's no escape this time, Doctor.
You're crazy. He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
We'll take him in.
But we have him.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it.
You're very lucky.
Oh, thank you.
And so he dies anyway.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're done here.
After I see what's at that facility, I'll call it a stream, because I need to get... Not only have I not had anything for dinner, but I also need to take care of that of some IRL stuff. Although I am, oddly enough, not particularly hungry. Can't be ketosis. Surprised there aren't like any perks of Victorian and agent skills. Like, you'd think there'd at least be like, I don't know, some calibration in the later. Someone about squad calibration. I'll see if I can finish the Conrad Werner mission, then I'll call it a stream.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Is it true that your biotic implants cause headaches, Lieutenant? I know some meditation exercises that might help.
Thanks, Liara. I appreciate that. It makes me wonder what it would have been like to have Asari tutors instead of Turians.
Given the attitude most young human males display toward my people, it seems Turians were the best choice.
No, that is a fair point, although I do have to wonder what the other... Well...
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime.
I'll call it up stream after this. Well, I've got to take care of some IRL stuff, so thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll be doing a Sea of Stars, and Wednesday we'll finally tackle the Vimire stuff. Which means that next week, I will start Factorio.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm Andreas Rebel, and I'll see you on my next assignment. Later.